Wait a second. Lily, I think I saw your name on the list. Don't tell me that you're coming to the high school reunion. You've got to be joking.
What? Erica? It really has been a while. I can't believe you still have my phone number. Why are you even messaging me? We didn't have the best relationship in high school, remember?
It's not like I meant to keep it. I forgot to delete your number a while back. Do you really plan on coming to the reunion?
What do you mean? Of course I plan on going.
But it doesn't look like you paid the entrance fee.
What do you mean?
I'm sure it's because you're poor, right? Is that why you haven't shown up yet? I mean, it makes sense to me. You're still not here, and it's getting late.
What are you talking about? I just had a lot of plans today. I've also been super busy with work, and I haven't had time to plan any days off. I'm just too busy to go to the reunion today. I'm going to the one next week, though.
But that's not the real reason, is it?
What do you mean?
It's because you needed more time to save up money for the entrance fee. I bet if you came to the one today, you wouldn't have been able to afford your next meal. You poor thing! Why aren't you telling me the truth? Aren't we friends? By not showing up at the one today, everyone will know that you're still poor. Why are you trying so hard to be tough? Busy with work? What a stupid lie.
I'm not trying to act tough at all. I really do have a lot of work to do. I know that everyone knew I was poor back in the day, but that was a long time ago. Is that really why you think I can't come?
You know that my parents have their own company, right? I was always the rich kid, and you were the poor, pathetic little girl. You were just barely getting by every day. I remember that you couldn't afford lunch, and your clothes were always so dirty and ripped up. You also carried your books and school supplies because you couldn't even afford a backpack. Talking about this really takes me back. And even now, you are that same pathetic poor girl. It's hilarious how nothing has changed.
All you did was bully me ruthlessly. You harassed me for all 4 years of high school, and I put up with it until we graduated.
But I wouldn't call it harassment. I was just messing with you a little. But wasn't I just doing the right thing by putting the poor girl in her place?
The right thing? You think you were doing something good by harassing your poor classmate just because you were rich? You said bad things about me and kept inside jokes with other students about me too. Just how do you think you were doing a good thing?
I just don't think you understand how crucial it is for someone like you to know their place. I was just doing everyone a favor. Plus, if I say it's a good thing, then it's correct. I'm never wrong. Money and status are everything.
Yeah, sure it is. Anyway, what happened is all in the past. I have no interest in continuing to talk about this. I wanted to go to next week's reunion since it works better in my schedule. But since you dislike me that much, then I won't go.
It's not like I don't like you. We just live in two completely different worlds. I'm rich and you're poor. I only wanted to let you know where you stand compared to me.
I see. Well, anything is fine, but I would like us to keep our distance from each other at this next reunion.
So, you're really going. How are you going to pay to attend? Have you thought about how to pay for it? Do you want me to send you money?
What makes you think that I'm the same person I was 10 years ago? And no, I don't need any money from you. Stop acting like you even care. I wouldn't have put my name on the list if I couldn't afford it. I'm going, so I'm paying. I have no issues with money.
What? But I'm absolutely sure you can't pay for something like this. The dinner is expensive, even though we are all pitching in and paying for the entrance fee.
I'm not in any kind of tough situation with money right now. Anyway, stop assuming things about my financial situation. I don't like how you are treating me right now.
I'm not trying to be rude. Since you're going, I don't want us to have any tension between us. I don't want our relationship to affect anyone else there.
No, there won't be any tension. I'm sure we can at least act civil around each other, despite our past. It has been 10 years. Plus, I'm not poor anymore. I'm actually pretty well off. If I was still poor, I wouldn't be able to go to the reunion in the first place.
Oh, really? Just stop lying to me. I know you were just trying to look good in front of me after all these years. It actually might be better if you didn't come. It is not a place for poor people to go to. I go to this restaurant often, and there's even a dress code. You wouldn't be able to fit in.
Yeah, whatever. I'll still be there. I know I signed up for the next reunion, but I have a problem. Erica messaged me. She hasn't changed at all, and it seems like she really doesn't want me at the next reunion scheduled for next week. What? She messaged you? For what reason? I'm not sure why she chose to, but I guess she's kept my number after all this time. She was still calling me poor and asking if I'm going to the reunion. Does Erica even know about what you do now? It doesn't seem like it. She's treating me like she always has. She's still making fun of me and acting like we are still in high school. I just think the whole situation is weird. We aren't even friends and she's messaging me. Yeah, Erica was always a troublemaker. But compared to you, I think Erica should be more worried about herself.
What do you mean?
It's just a rumor, but I heard that her parents' company isn't doing well financially. Their company started going downhill right after we graduated high school. After all this time, Erica still doesn't even have a job. That girl hasn't worked a single day in her life. She still lives with her parents in their mansion and gets a very generous allowance every week. She hasn't gotten married yet either. If her parents' company goes out of business, I don't think she would be able to survive in the real world.
How interesting.
Maybe that's why she's still trying to harass me. She could be feeling some insecurity about her current position. That's also probably why she doesn't want me at the reunion. She's probably worried that you would find out if you went. That's okay. Maybe I can use this information to get some payback after all these years. I think I have every right to use this to my advantage. She's made me suffer, so now it's my turn.
Even though I told you that you shouldn't come to this reunion, you still came. That's just too bad. I hope you learned your place for good this time.
Just stop. You took this way too far. You purposely spilled beer all over my dress. You need to apologize to me. How could you do something like that to someone?
Because I don't see you as a person.
What?
To me, poor people like you aren't human beings. You're trash. I told you that it was best to not come. This is your fault for not listening to me.
So, in order to get me to leave, your first thought was to walk up in front of me while I'm eating and pour beer all over me? You even started insulting me in front of everyone. Just because you're rich, you think you can just treat people however you want? Do you even have a conscience?
You don't deserve to be here. That's why. Go home before it gets worse.
I see you've kept that same ugly attitude. Even though we're both adults, you haven't changed at all. You are acting like an immature child. How old are you now?
No matter how old I am, I will always treat poor people like you the same. I want disgusting people like you to disappear. You all are just a waste of space.
You are really something. I have nothing to say to you. No matter what I say to you, you won't listen. You are too oblivious and don't have the ability to listen to others.
What did you just say? Do you really want to pick a fight with me? I don't think it's a good idea for a poor person like you to talk back to someone like me.
I think you should stop with that nasty attitude before you regret it. You shouldn't be speaking to anyone this way. If you don't want to have a proper conversation, then stop messaging me. You obviously don't like me, so stay away from me.
That's my line. Smelly and gross poor people like you need to stay the hell away from me. You should be speaking to me with respect. You should have never come tonight. I poured beer on you and made fun of you to remind you where you stand in society compared to me. Now, hurry along and go home. There's no point in hiding in the bathroom forever.
I'm not hiding. I'm just cleaning myself up after what you did. I'm staying for the whole reunion. Also, I'm going to put your parents' company out of business, so prepare yourself.
What are you talking about? How do you plan on doing that?
I think growing up with all of that money was a really bad influence on you as a kid. If you're going to harass me, I'm not just going to take it sitting down. It's time for me to get my revenge for all those years of torture you put me through. It's been 10 long years, and you still haven't learned anything about compassion for others. I'm looking forward to this.
I'm not scared at all. What can a pathetic little thing like you do to me? I think you are getting carried away by your imagination. How do you plan on putting my parents' company out of business? You are such a sad joke.
Times have changed, Erica. I'm the owner of a very large and successful company.
What?
Yeah, that's right. I told you my situation had changed. Back when I was poor, I worked hard and learned a lot about money management and used my education to build myself up. Now, compared to my company, your parents' company is nothing. All of that money you're so proud of? Chump change. Plus, it looks like they haven't been doing so well. I currently have the money and power to take down your parents' small company.
What the hell are you saying? There's no way you have your own company.
And why do you think that?
What do you mean, why? You were so damn poor in high school that there is no way you could do all that in 10 years. I don't believe this for a second.
You know, when I heard the rumor about your parents' company, part of me felt bad. But now that I've seen that you haven't changed, I feel glad that this is happening to you. Everything that's about to happen to you is your fault. You shouldn't have treated me this way. When I got into college, I studied business and economics. I worked my butt off to get where I am today. I opened and built up my own large and successful company in the 10 years we haven't talked.
You're lying. How could you even afford college?
My father helped me a lot. He did all he could to put me through college, and he is a hard worker just like me. I took what he taught me and built a better life for myself. Even now, because of what he's taught me in life, I can run my own business with confidence. But all you do is live off your parents, and it's their fault for raising you as a spoiled brat. You don't even know what it's like to have a job.
Are you being serious? You seriously went to college and then started your own company? You?
That's right. Just because you haven't accomplished anything with your life yet, doesn't mean the rest of us have been sitting on our hands. People like you who do nothing for themselves and still look down on others just because you have money are the absolute scum of the earth.
Are you seriously calling me scum? Me?
Yeah, who else would I be talking to? I'm not talking to you in a group chat. You put me through so much suffering in high school. I went to therapy and finally forgot about everything. But after speaking to you again, I was reminded of all the horrible things you put me through. I was already struggling just to live, and you made my life even worse. I'm really going to make you pay for this. I will show no mercy.
No, I still refuse to believe this. It's too ridiculous. Is this all really happening, or are you just trying to act cool?
Really? You just want to stick your head in the sand? Things are different now, but I guess I'll just have to prove it to you. There's nothing I can say to get you to understand the situation you are in.
Just slow down. I don't understand what's happening. So, you're saying my parents' company isn't doing so well? And now that you're rich, you are going to put my parents' company out of business to teach me a lesson? This sounds like a joke. Are you really going to do all this?
It seems like you understand what's going on, but are reluctant to believe it. Your parents did a horrible job raising you. They've spoiled you to the point where you have no independence. You poor thing. You can't believe what's happening because you have never been punished for your own actions before. I have good news for you, though. I've come to teach you a hard lesson you should have learned a long time ago.
Shut the hell up! Leave my parents out of this.
Your parents are also at fault for your behavior. They're the ones who raised you to be like this.
They raised me to be better than poor trash like you.
What? Still talking back? If I were you, I would stop with the attitude. It's only natural that I get my revenge.
Stop being so dramatic.
I'm not being dramatic. This is all really happening. I thought telling you that I would put your parents' company out of business would shut you up. But I think this will be a good life lesson for you.
Ugh, just stop.
Just think. Soon, you won't be able to rely on Mommy and Daddy for money anymore. What will you do without your parents' money? Are you finally starting to regret what you did to me tonight? Or is it going to take until the bank comes to foreclose on that nice big house of yours? Let me know if you need me to send you some money for lunch afterwards.
This is just impossible. I'm the one who's rich. I have power, not you. There's just no way.
How does this feel? That this is all happening because of your immature attitude. You do something bad to someone like pour beer on them and then you suffer the consequences of your actions. Funny how that works, right? You will also pay for having my dress cleaned. This dress wasn't cheap. But that might not be easy since you're unemployed and can no longer rely on your parents' money. Wouldn't it be weird to go into debt for having to pay for a dress that you ruined?
What? Are you still talking to me?
Not having your parents' money around is going to be difficult for you, isn't it? I know how you go around spending money. You might even have withdrawals. Well, it doesn't matter. There's going to be a lot of gossip about you now. I'll make sure everyone will know about this.
What? You're going to tell everyone?
I'm just doing what you did to me 10 years ago. Also, say goodbye to your friends. If they're all the same as they were in high school, just like you, they'll ditch you as soon as your money runs out. They might even treat you the way you treated me back then.
They wouldn't dare.
I'll post the news online later. Let's find out exactly how loyal your friends are.
What do you even know about me? There's no way anyone will believe what you say. It's impossible. I'm the queen bee and you're still just a nobody.
Impossible? Do you even pay attention to your surroundings? Are you just in your own little world?
What do you mean?
When you came up to me and poured the beer on me, did you even look at anyone else's reaction? They looked at you in disgust. You ruined the good mood and they thought you were being immature. We are all adults now. We are past the high school drama. You even told me that I shouldn't be here because I'm poor in front of everyone. But you didn't see or notice that people were calling you annoying and immature.
They were angry with me. There's no way.
Until now, you have taken so much pride in being rich. Now you will no longer use that money as a bludgeon against those who are struggling. I'm sure that by our next reunion, you won't be able to afford the entrance fee.
Just please wait. I believe you now. I know I have done a lot of bad things to you and have made some poor choices. But aren't we still friends? Instead of putting my parents out of business, why not help them? Friends are supposed to help each other, right?
Help you and your parents? Are you for real? I have no intention of helping you. And we were never friends. I'm not sure you ever had any real friends.
Now you're just being ridiculous. You were the one who never had any friends.
Considering everyone's reaction to what you did to me tonight, they all seem to really not like you. They probably just hung out with you because of your money. Once that runs dry, I bet they'll disappear as well. Well, that's too bad. I'm going to come back out and join everyone else now. Let's try not to ruin the mood again. I'm done talking to you tonight, but maybe we can start over at the next reunion. If you're not too poor to afford the entrance fee, that is. After the high school reunion, I stayed true to my word and started working on putting Erica's parents' company out of business. It only took 3 days before their company was gone forever. I took all of the staff on board into my company with a bump in pay. Well, almost all of them. I met with Erica's parents and told them about their daughter's behavior and why I was doing what I was doing. For maybe the first time in her life, Erica saw what it was like for her parents to be angry at her. Erica and her parents downsized their home and live a more frugal lifestyle. Erica also had to start working for the first time. Her first paycheck went straight to paying for my dress that she stained. Just as I predicted, Erica lost all of her rich friends and they started to bully her for being poor. She tried to reach out to some other people from high school, but they refused to help her because of how they saw her treat me at the reunion. I heard Erica was trying to get in touch with me for a while to apologize and beg for forgiveness. But unfortunately for her, I blocked her on all my socials as soon as I got home from the reunion. Erica finally learned her lesson. She no longer lives a rich life and has learned how to show compassion to others. I think things turned out pretty well. I know I was a bit harsh, but sometimes people don't learn unless they are put through difficult situations. In the end, it's best to just be kind to others. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button and subscribe to see more content.
Hi, Courtney! I'm just wondering, how long should I wait until I get that invite from you?
Hi, Alyssa. Is this you?
Yes. Don't you have my number saved on your phone? OMG, I'd be super sad if you hadn't. Anyway, so about that invite. When are you going to send it?
What invite are you talking about?
Hello? You know, your wedding invite? I've been patient and I've been waiting forever. But I need to know now so I know what to wear for it. So, where's my answer?
Well, I don't know how to answer that. Why are you even texting me anyway? We haven't texted in a long time. Why now?
Duh! Isn't that obvious? It's your wedding! It's like the biggest event of your life. Which means it's an important day for me, too. So of course I would want to get in touch with you about it.
Right. Well,
okay. What are you trying to say here? You're not telling me that you weren't going to invite me to your wedding, were you? Not me, right? Your twin sister?
well, you're kind of right about that. Sorry, Alyssa.
Wait, are you serious? I'm really not invited?
Sorry, Alyssa. I don't know what else to say.
Are you serious? How can you do this to me? I'm your sister. I'm your family. Why would you do this?
Oh, please. Don't play that card on me. You do remember what you did to me before, right? The last thing I want is for you to ruin my wedding. So, no, I won't and will never invite you. Not even in a million years.
Oh, come on, Court. That was a long time ago. Let go of it already. What's the big deal?
What's the big deal? Let's think here. That you tried to steal Cameron from me? Who in their right mind would invite a homewrecker like you to their wedding? They'd be insane to do that. And I'm not insane, which is why I'm not inviting you to my wedding.
Oh, come on, Court. Seriously, you still hold a grudge against me for that? Don't be such a sore loser.
Whatever, Alyssa. I told you before, but let me remind you that I would never forgive or forget what you did to me.
Yeah, but you've got to let it go someday, right?
Well, you can keep waiting till the day I do then. But that's not going to happen anytime soon. I just don't ever want to talk to you again.
Ever? As in, never? Never?
Yes, never.
Courtney! You can't be serious.
Oh, but I am, Alyssa. Just texting you like this brings me back bad memories. And I don't want to think about all of that anymore. I'm trying to move on.
Oh, Court, please. You can't still be caught up on that thing with Cameron, right? That was like ages ago. And I already apologized so much for that.
Oh, that's right. You apologized. So I should just forgive and forget that that ever happened now? Should I just let it go? Just like that? Like it never happened and move on?
Well, yeah. I would really appreciate it if you could. Life goes on, you know. And anyway, nothing really happened in the end. So I don't see why it's worth getting that strung up about it.
Nothing ever happened?
But it's true. You know that nothing happened between us. All I did was just pretend to be you for a minute to try and mess around with Cameron. That's the advantage of having an identical twin sister, isn't it? It's called having a bit of fun. You've got to live a little.
Oh, please. That's rich coming from you. All you've done is ruin my life by having your fun being my twin. I never asked for this.
Oh, come on. Cameron didn't even fall for it, did he? He knew he wasn't talking to you right away. You know, we've always played that game where we trick people into confusing them who's who.
There was no harm done with Cameron. See? Yeah, and thank God for that. If it were any other guy, maybe I would have let you off, but not with Cameron. He's the first serious relationship I've ever had. Well, see? I didn't know that at the time. Yes, you did. I told you 1,000 times how much I loved him. I still do. So I'm sorry, but Alyssa, the wound is still fresh. I wish I could cut you out of my life if I could. Not just because of what you did to me with Cameron, but just everything. Everything you've done to me. Ever since we were kids. And that's why I can't invite you to the wedding. I've had enough. Courtney, please. Come on. You're being dramatic now. You've always been the drama queen. You've got to stop. No, I can't. I don't even get the feeling that you really feel bad about this whole situation either. Just don't bother me anymore. I don't want you at my wedding, and that's final. Courtney, you're crazy. You can't just cut your own sister out of your life, let alone your identical twin. It was all just a bit of fun. Why don't you get it? A bit of fun? Our definition of fun must be very different then. Really now? But I know you remember we used to do this all the time when we were kids. We used to play pranks on our teachers and even Mom and Dad. We got them so worked up because they couldn't tell the difference between the two of us. Remember? Those were fun times, and you know that. Yes, but that was when we were kids. I've clearly grown up and grown out of those games, whereas you clearly haven't. You always used to try and steal my boyfriends like that. You just pretend to be me and steal them. Every single time. And even when I got serious with Cameron, you still did it. I told you he was a serious one, and yet you still had the audacity to make a move on him. I've always wondered whether it was because you were just jealous of me for finally being in a serious relationship. Especially since you've never been in one. No, not really. It was just fun to tease. Well, fine. Either way, I've had enough of your stupid, immature games. Jeez, you really need to learn how to take a joke, Court. That's not what I call a joke. Anyway, back to the wedding. Are you really going to have a wedding without all of your family being there for you? This is really sad, and I'm so heartbroken. I really am upset. Well, you shot yourself in the foot then, didn't you? At this point, you're just bad news. So you're not coming. I can imagine how it would go down already. You pretending to be me again in my wedding dress? I can't bear the thought of that. Oh, wow. As if I go that far, Court. You know me, right? That's like something out of a movie. Although I have to admit, it would be great to see your reaction if that did happen. See? Listen to yourself. And you expect me to trust you with what you just said right there? I've lost all of my faith and trust in you now. Accept the fact that I can never forgive you for what you did to me. And move on. Oh, don't be such a meanie. I promise all I want is to see you happily get married. There's no prank or anything. It's just your twin sister wanting the best for you. You've got to believe me, sis. No, I've heard those words before and I'm not falling for this again. No means no, and I'm not changing how I feel about this. Fine! Be like that. Have it your way and just you watch. You're going to regret the way you've treated me and all the things you've said here. Just you wait, Court. Just you wait.
Hey, babe. I just want to check with you. Have you decided to invite Alyssa to our wedding then? Just curious.
Hey, you. Honey, you know how I feel about that. Why are you asking me when you should know the answer to that?
No. I meant to say that even if you did invite her, then I'm fine with it. As in, I'm fine with it so long as you are, you know? I just didn't realize the two of you made up since the last time I heard you guys had a fight again. I was almost certain that you two would never see eye to eye. Anyway, I guess I'll just go ahead and add Alyssa to the guest list then, yeah?
Wait, no! Hold on a sec, babe. I have no idea what you're talking about. I haven't made up with her. Otherwise, I would have told you. I haven't spoken to her since that argument we had, which I told you about.
But you told me that you invited her. And I respect your decision, babe. I know you always put your family first. Well, maybe except for Alyssa. But I mean, at the end of the day, she's your sister, so I'd understand if you wanted to invite her to our wedding, right?
Okay. Hold on. First of all, I never told you that. And second of all, I definitely didn't invite that cow to our wedding. What are you talking about? Seriously, I don't understand what's going on here.
So it wasn't you who left the voice message?
Voice message? No, I've never left a voice message. Not to you recently, anyway.
Oh. Okay then.
What?
Oh man, I can't believe I fell for it. Man, it's Alyssa. She thinks I'm that gullible.
Alyssa?
Yeah, I got a call from an unknown number. Usually that would go straight through to voicemail, so I listened to it.
Okay, and what did it say?
Well, it was supposedly from you.
Okay, I can tell where this is going.
Yeah, I can't think of anyone else who can pretend to talk like you so perfectly.
So, what did she say?
She said she was in a rush, so she was calling from her work phone. Mind you, when I say she, this is her pretending it's you.
Right, got it.
So anyway, she said that she made up with Alyssa, and that she wants to invite her to the wedding now. So she told me to add her to the guest list.
OMG. That's such a typical thing for her to do.
I knew there was something fishy.
Yeah, I never left a voice message to tell you that. I would never call anyone from my work phone as well.
Yeah, well, good thing I texted you to confirm that with you then.
Yeah. Who else would do something like that besides her? Guess some things never change. Honestly, what she does, I swear it's almost criminal.
Yeah. I have to say, you guys sound super alike though. That was a close one. Honestly, I almost believed it.
I hate that even our voices can sound similar too. At least I can tell the difference.
Yeah, you guys are seriously identical.
Yeah. I wish she wasn't like that. I'm so sick of her causing so much trouble all the time.
Yeah, must be tough on you.
Yeah. I know other twins who get along way better than us. I'd love to trade places with them one day.
Yeah, I bet that would be nice.
Yeah, and peaceful and trouble-free. She's always been that way for as long as I can remember, though. I doubt she'll change her ways now. Did I tell you about the time she broke Dad's precious vase and then blamed it on me?
Oh, I remember that. I've never seen Kevin so angry.
I know, right? That was super traumatizing for me at that age.
I bet.
There's more, though. This other time, she even used my name on dating apps and started talking to random guys. And whenever she wanted to cut off talking to them, she would use me against them.
What do you mean?
She would just pretend to be me, who apparently is against her talking to the guys, and then she would cut them off. Also, that she doesn't have to do the dirty work and get rid of them or break up with them or whatever. You know, one time, this scary middle-aged man shouted at me for that.
Oh, wow. I can't believe how reckless she is.
Like, seriously! Isn't that like identity theft or something?
Yeah, maybe you could get her locked up for that.
Don't worry, she might not get locked up, but I have a plan, actually. I'd do anything so that she doesn't come and ruin our wedding.
Fair enough. Do what you gotta do.
Yeah, I'll need your help on that, though.
Sure, okay. Let me know anytime.
Will do. I'll tell you when I see you later.
Okay, gotcha. You know that no matter what happens, I'm on your side, Court, okay?
Thank you. We were so lucky to catch her out as quick as we did this time. But there's no telling what she might do next, so we've got to keep an eye out on her.
Alright, I'll be careful too. And either way, let's make our wedding a good one. It'll be the best wedding ever.
Yep! Congrats on the wedding yesterday. It sounds like everything went as planned. Did you have fun? Oh yeah, we had fun all right. It was great not having you there to come and crash the party. So, thanks for not gate crashing. What's your problem, Courtney? I would never actually barge in on your wedding, you know. I'm not as bad of a person as you make me sound. You told me not to come uninvited. So I didn't. Well, I wasn't so sure for a while. You never really keep your word. Or at least you never used to when we were kids. I'm hurt! My big sister can't even trust me. I thought you might just turn up in the same wedding dress as I have and walk down the aisle with Cameron. That's exactly like the kind of thing you do. No, I would never do that, thank you very much. Well, I don't trust you, so I wasn't sure, was I? It's not as if Mom and Dad told you, but I even hired security guys to watch out for anyone suspicious. OMG, you did? That's hilarious. You really had your guard up, huh? I was at home the entire time, so you wasted all that money for nothing, you know. No, not really. At least I got peace of mind and assurance that nothing would ruin my special day. So I'd say that that was money well spent. If you say so. Having a sister like you who'd go after the guys I go for, of course I had to go to extremes. And I'm glad I did. Jeez, let it go already. Are you still mad about that? I thought we talked about letting this all go before. Can't we just call it water under the bridge, like once and for all? Oh, sure, I remember that. But do you also remember me telling you that I had no intentions of forgiving or forgetting? I'll be dead before that happens. Ugh! Look, if you have to know, and I think you need to know this now, the reason why I did what I did to Cameron was my own way of helping you out. Okay. What the hell is that supposed to mean? I had to make sure Cameron was worthy of my sister's hand in marriage, didn't I? Okay, are you for real? So you think that gives you permission to try and hit on him pretending to be me? Well, we're basically the same person, right? The way we look, our height, our figure, our voices, and all that. So what I'm trying to say is, if a man can't even tell us apart, he's failed and he's not worthy to be your husband. It was like a test, and he had to pass for me to make sure that he truly knows you and loves you. Well, I guess he passed with flying colors then. So now that your little charade is over, does that mean you'll leave us alone now? Did you just say that he passed with flying colors? Yes. Oh, he hardly passed. What do you mean? We just got married yesterday, didn't we? What more proof do you want that he loves me? Oh, poor thing. Court, I've got some bad news for you. I don't think Cameron really, truly knows you after all. It looks like I still managed to deceive him in the end. What's that supposed to mean? I'm saying that he still can't tell us apart in the end. And what exactly do you mean by that? You guys are leaving for your honeymoon to Hawaii today, right? Yes. So? We're both at the boarding gates now, waiting for our flight, actually. Oh, really? Right now? Are you sure about that? About what? That my husband is sitting next to me at the airport? I think so. Are you sure you're not lying to me? Or have you not noticed yet? It just so happens to be that Cameron and I are going to be meeting up any minute now. Just the two of us at Long Beach Airport. You should be here by now. So, hang on. This doesn't make sense. Are you telling me that you're at Long Beach Airport with my husband? Right now? Exactly. Okay, and that's not even LA International. No, I told you. Long Beach Airport. I pretended to be you, of course, and I told him that I made a mistake. And I meant for us to fly out from Long Beach Airport instead, and he said he'd come here ASAP. So he's on his way here now. Such a wonderful husband, don't you think? What are you rambling on about? That's impossible. Oh, it's very possible. In fact, he just called me to tell me that he just got here, so he's coming to find me. Too bad, Courtney. Looks like the two of us will be spending a lovely romantic holiday together.
It looks like he doesn't love you after all, and he's a cheating guy just like all the other guys out there.
What the hell, Alyssa?
Enjoy your lonely honeymoon, Court. Why don't you take this opportunity to go and meet someone new in Hawaii? Haha.
What do you want, Courtney? Leave my wife and me alone, you creep.
What? What did you just say?
Do us all a favor and stop meddling with our relationship, yeah? We would all really appreciate that, Alyssa. I don't want to see you messing with my wife like this anymore. This has got to stop. I can't stand seeing her upset like this because of you.
What's gotten into you all of a sudden? You're not Courtney. Who is this?
Am I not making it obvious enough for you? It's me, Cameron.
Cameron? What are you doing there on Courtney's phone?
Who the heck would be crazy enough to travel with you? If you also haven't realized by now, I'm at the airport with my wife, Courtney.
Wait, what are you doing over there?
I've always been here, Alyssa. I'm off on my honeymoon with my beautiful wife. Is that a problem?
Are you joking? I spoke to you on the phone like a minute ago and you said that you were at the airport.
Yeah, LA International.
Did you lie to me?
Well, no. I was just going along with what you were saying. I wasn't really engaged in our conversation, so I have no idea what I was saying, actually.
How could you?
Think about it. Why would I be with you at the airport? But I guess thinking hard about logic isn't exactly your forte, is it? I can't expect someone with a lack of common sense to understand. Especially not a terrible twin sister that tries to deceive her sister's husband. You really think you can take me for an idiot like that?
Oh my God! How dare you do this to me?
Well, you didn't give me much of a choice, did you? I was just playing along with your stupid games. I just had to stoop down to your level.
To my level? I can't believe you! You idiot!
I have to give it to you, though, Alyssa. I nearly fell for your little voice message prank the other day. But you won't fool me like that ever again. Trust me. You might think that the two of you look and sound alike. But trust me, you guys are totally different.
Oh, really now? A lot of people would disagree with that. A lot of people have fallen for not being able to tell us apart, actually.
Well, trust me. I know. In terms of personality, Courtney is honest and has her head screwed onto her shoulders. In terms of looks, I mean, she's way hotter than you, and there's something in her eyes that makes her so beautiful. Too bad you didn't get her eyes. And you're a malicious, sly, awful personality is written all over your face. Oh, and your voice is a bit hoarse, and let's just say it's less attractive than Courtney's.
What the hell? How can you say that to a girl? Clearly, my sister didn't marry a gentleman.
I'm sure you'll get over it. So with that being said, I guess that means I passed your little test, right? I'm probably the only one in this world who can tell you two apart. Besides your parents, of course.
Well, maybe, but that doesn't mean anything.
So what do I get as a prize for passing this test of yours? If you don't mind, could I suggest one, please? So, as a prize, I would like a trophy that says, "Stay out of our lives or burn in hell." How about that?
What? What is wrong with you? You don't deserve anything after the way you treated me.
So no prize? That's too bad, Alyssa. Too bad. Anyway, we better get going. The gates are about to open.
Wait, no! You think you can get away with lying to me like this? You think you can just leave me here at the airport?
Well, how does it feel to get a taste of your own medicine, Alyssa? You always tell Courtney after one of your jokes that it's all fun and games, right? Let's just call it water under the bridge, yeah? Remember, that's what you always tell Court too, right?
No. Are you kidding? Who does this? I'm your wife's sister. You've really crossed the line. You really shouldn't be treating me like this, Cameron.
Oh, so you do know that there is a line that you can cross when it comes to playing games. And you do know that there are things that you should and shouldn't do, even to your own sister.
What's with you all of a sudden?
Why are you being so mean to me like this? You're not the kind-hearted and caring person that I used to know. What happened with the Cameron that I know?
Oh, I'm still here. But when someone bullies my wife like the way you do, I'm not just going to stand by and do nothing, am I? I'm going to protect her from people like you, aren't I? That's all I'm doing. If you ever loved someone this much, you'd know, Alyssa. But it's too bad that you don't. She means the world to me, and there's nothing I wouldn't do to protect her. I won't ever let you come near her again.
Hey, sis! Is Cameron there right now? If he is, can you hand the phone to him? It's really urgent.
Oh, I'm sorry. He's not with me right now.
Well, where on earth is he then? I thought you guys were going to board soon.
Oh, that was a lie, of course. You're used to those, aren't you?
What the heck? Court, where is he?
Oh, I think he's decided to walk around and explore the airport lounge a bit. The flight is like 10 hours, so he might as well get some steps in while he can, before the flight, right? What do you want with him anyway?
Well, hurry up and bring him back. I need an explanation.
About what? Why do you sound so desperate to talk to my husband?
I'm in a lot of trouble here. Court, please, you've got to help me out. Like, right now.
Gee, calm down. What happened?
Well, I decided to head home. Then all of a sudden, these guys appeared out of nowhere and surrounded me.
Okay. A bunch of guys from where? And why? Are you still with them?
Well, I don't know where they came from or why. I'm in the toilets now, but I'm sure they're all outside waiting to jump on me. And that's why I want an explanation from Cameron, because apparently they know him. There's about 6 of them. Please. I'm scared.
Whoa, that many? That's impressive.
They said they all have something to settle with me, but I have no idea who they are. Cameron knows about this. Apparently, he was the one who told them that I was here. Please, you have to help me. He needs to help me get rid of them. I'm sure there's a misunderstanding here.
Oh, okay. I get it. I know exactly what's happening right now. And I think I know who's with you right now, too.
What the heck? Really? Who are they? Why the heck do you know them and I don't? I'm freaking out right now, Court.
Are you sure you don't know who they are?
No. Please, I'm about to have a heart attack.
Oh, for God's sake. Who's the drama queen now, huh? They're your ex-boyfriends?
What? What ex-boyfriends?
Well, what else do you want me to say? They're your exes. Well, I guess calling them an ex is a bit different. Or maybe they're more like your victims that you messed around with.
What do you mean?
I don't know. Why don't you take a closer look at their faces and you might recall the one-night stands you've had with them.
Are you serious?
I bet they're pretty pissed off after being used by you like that. I have no idea why they would want to be with a manipulative cow like you, but I guess to each their own. Anyway, I kind of feel bad for the poor guys now.
Court, what is all this? Honestly.
According to Cameron, he got a strange text sent to him from an unknown number. It said something like, "Your girlfriend is unfaithful, so be wise before you regret your decisions." Or something like that.
Okay. And what's that got to do with this situation?
Well, he quickly caught on and assumed that that text was about you, not me. So he ignored it.
Okay.
I guess it goes to show that he trusts me enough to know that I would never be unfaithful to him.
Right.
So anyway, one day, I was talking to him about how you've been messing around on random online dating sites. You remember that, right? Tinder, OkCupid, etc. And I told him how you were disguising yourself as me and using my name to get guys and all of that. And thanks to that, he connected the dots.
Okay, I'm so lost here.
So basically, he logged into my accounts, which were actually the fake accounts you made. And he got in touch with a few of the guys you'd been talking to. And he met up with the guy who sent the weird text.
So that strange text was from one of the guys that I was texting on the dating app?
Yes!
Gosh, he's so smart. He makes me so goddamn proud sometimes. That still doesn't explain the reason these guys are all here after me. Right, I'm getting to that now. So, somehow, Cameron managed to find out a few other guys who you'd been talking to and you've been messing with. And they all met at a cafe. It turns out that there were 6 of them there. And it also turns out that they all had one thing in common, which was that they all have a pretty big grudge against you. A grudge? For what? It's not like I did anything to them. Why are they coming after me now? Why don't you ask them that yourself? But Cameron did say something about all the money you borrowed from them or something. What the? Shoot. But they didn't mind it when I asked. They didn't even question me or ask me to pay them back. Well, maybe not at the time, but isn't it common courtesy to pay people back if you've borrowed money off of them? It's their fault, not mine then, isn't it? I didn't do anything wrong. In fact, they should be thanking me for teaching them some valuable life lessons. Never to trust women who they just met on a dating app. Right? Well, now's your chance to tell that to their faces, right? I bet they would love to hear that from you. And I mean, Cameron did all the heavy lifting and went all the way to set you guys up at the airport. So there you go. Now's your chance to get things straight with those men you messed around with. No. I mean, they're all there chasing after you. That's what you like, isn't it? You literally have guys chasing after you. Just what you like. No, don't do this to me, please, Court. They're grown men. I don't need to remind you of what they can do to me, right? It would be a waste to let this opportunity go, Alyssa. And for us, this is perfect. You'll no longer get in the way of our romantic honeymoon. How am I gonna get out of this alive, Court? How should I know? I'm sure they won't bite. I'm sure they all just want to talk about how to get their money back. No, that'll never happen. That's not what they want. There's 6 of them. 6! They could get real violent with me, Court. You have to help me. Please. Please, Court. You wouldn't leave me here, right? Let's hope for your sake they're not violent people. Anyway, we're about to board our flight. We're in our seats now, on the plane, so sadly, this is the end of our convo. Good luck, okay? Don't do this to me, Courtney! You can't abandon your only sister like this! What sister? As far as I'm concerned, I don't have a twin sister. She left me when she decided to betray me with her tricks a long time ago. Wait! I'm sorry! I apologize for everything! I honestly am so sorry! I take back all the things I did and said in the past. Please, Court, please don't abandon me! We've got our seatbelts on. Need to switch off our phones now, Alyssa. We're off to Hawaii! Woohoo! Bye! See ya never! Things got really interesting after that text conversation. Apparently, those 6 guys all took Alyssa to our parents' house. And there, she had to explain to Mom and Dad exactly how much she owed them. And she had to explain how she got their money in the first place. Mom and Dad found out about all of her lies, claiming that our family was in huge debt, which of course, we're not in. Her Damsel in Distress Act clearly didn't work for her to end up like this. She even signed an official written pledge to pay back every single dollar she owes them. Apparently, she scammed $90K in total off of them. $90K? Can you believe it? My parents also decided to disown Alyssa after this ordeal. And Cameron and I both blocked her on everything now. From what I hear, Alyssa is now working nights at a strip club and as a waitress during the day to make ends meet and pay her debts. Also, she insists on getting a completely new makeover once she's done paying everything. Meaning, she's decided to get plastic surgery to get a completely new face. At least I won't ever have to worry about identity theft ever again. Sorry, sis, but thank you, sis. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, please like it and see you in the next one.
Tiffany, hi. I overheard a little something from my brother. Let's just say congrats. I'm so happy for you. Oh, thanks, Samantha. I can't believe it. My big bro finally proposed to you. It's been a really long time coming. You said yes, right? Yes, I did. We were on a date the other day and he got on his knees and proposed to me. I kept pestering him about the details, but he was too embarrassed to tell me. So, did he do it right? How was he when he was proposing? Did he put the ring on your finger? Was it the right size? The whole thing was so perfect that I ended up crying. I've never been this happy. Oh, wow, that's great to hear. I guess I was underestimating him a bit. I'll probably be coming over in the coming days to officially announce the engagement to your family. Looking forward to seeing you then. Of course! I'm looking forward to seeing you too. I'm so excited about this. You marrying my brother means we're gonna be sister-in-laws. Yes, that's exactly right. I almost can't believe it. You're so perfect, Tiffany. So pretty and nice. What should I do? I'm so happy. I think you're exaggerating it a bit. I'm pretty average overall. What are you talking about? Your parents own one of the biggest companies in this country. Not only are you rich, you're so nice and caring. You're amazing and perfect. I appreciate the thought, but I'm definitely not perfect. If anything, my father is the amazing one, not me. Oh, you don't have to be so modest. Are you sure you're fine with my brother, though? He's such a regular guy. Average looks, a typical education, a normal job. He's not anywhere close to your level. You're not going to regret your decision and back out at the last minute, right? I'd never do something like that. On the contrary, sometimes I wonder if I'm worthy of him. People call me naive and gullible all the time. So I'm the total opposite of Patrick. He's so practical and dependable. No, it's fine. I think a little naivety can be forgiven when you come from money. You must have been treated like a princess ever since you were born, right? Oh, Man, I wish I could live like a princess, not a care in the world. Seriously, Tiffany, I totally admire you. You're living the dream. Wait, I guess Patrick didn't tell you. No, what do you mean? Tell me about what? It's about my family circumstances. I thought he might have mentioned it, but I suppose you haven't heard anything about it yet? What is it about exactly? This is all completely new to me. The thing is, I wasn't treated like a princess since I was born. I'm actually adopted. What? What? I grew up in foster care and my parents adopted me from there. I don't know anything about my biological parents, to be honest. I was abandoned the moment I was born. So I'm not related to my current family by blood. Wait. If there's a real princess in the family, that'd probably be my little sister. My parents took me in because they were having difficulty conceiving at the time. But then a miracle happened and my baby sister was born. You can imagine how overjoyed everyone was over that. No way. So you're like a foster kid? If you're interested in the details, I can explain it to everyone the next time I visit. Patrick knows about this, right? What did he say? He was a bit surprised at first, but he didn't really comment anything about it. He mostly just had questions about what foster care was like. Well, I'm gonna go ask him about it. Sorry, bye for now. Hi, Patrick. Just wanted to check in with you. Have you talked with your sister? I was talking with Samantha earlier and it came up, so I went ahead and told her about it from my side.
Yeah, I explained the whole thing to everyone as well.
Is everything okay? Samantha seemed a bit off after it came up.
So, about that, the response hasn't been good. They're really against it.
What?
Everyone was really happy to hear that you accepted my proposal, but as soon as they found out that you're adopted, they suddenly changed their attitude.
Oh no.
It's hard for me to say this, but they basically told me straight up to call off the engagement. Marriage is a big commitment, you know? They told me I shouldn't marry someone whose family background is suspicious.
Oh, I was really hoping this wouldn't happen.
I'm so sorry. I didn't think they'd be so against it like this. Their reaction was a big surprise to me too.
Well, I was keeping this possibility in mind, so it's fine. I don't expect them to accept me and my situation immediately. Even if it takes time, let's try our best to convince them, okay? As long as I'm with you, I won't be discouraged.
Yeah, so sorry about this. I was thinking of just, well,
I'm thinking of breaking off the engagement like my parents told me.
Huh? You're kidding, right?
I really didn't think they'd be so against it. When I saw how concerned they were, it just kind of lost all motivation to go through with it. Marriage isn't something you should commit to against the better advice of family, right?
Are you really certain about this? Breaking off the engagement means we'll have to break up. Is that okay? Even though you gave me that beautiful engagement ring?
So, yeah, I'd like that back.
Seriously.
That ring was stupid expensive. It really doesn't suit someone like you. So, I need it back. Just give it back to me, okay?
Patrick, what's gotten into you all of a sudden?
Oh, actually, I have another favor to ask you. Can I have your blessing to marry your sister?
Excuse me? My sister. Why?
So, I've given some thought about what I should do. Even though my family's against the marriage, I still have some feelings for you, so I came up with a great idea. All I need to do is marry your sister instead, and everything will work out.
Wait, what? I'm not understanding anything right now. What are you saying all of a sudden?
Trust me, this is gonna work out perfectly. I can't be your husband, but we can still be family this way. If I marry your sister, we can all live in the same house, just the three of us. It'll be no different from if we were married.
Wow, please tell me this is some kind of tasteless joke.
My parents are against me marrying you because, you hear bad things about kids who've been in foster care. But if it's your sister, my family won't have any problems. She's their real kid, so she's perfect.
This is kind of a lot to unpack. Patrick, are you saying you have no reservations about this? The whole idea of marrying my little sister and all?
Yeah, I'm totally okay with it. I've always found her pretty cute anyways. If I'm being honest, I've been keeping an eye on her for a while.
What?
So please, Tiffany, this is the only way for me to continue being with you. Give it some thought and let me know your answer.
Hey, we had an emergency family meeting and we ended up deciding that you shouldn't be marrying Patrick. So please break up with him right now. Huh? Don't me. You're adopted. You are an unwanted child. You don't have any real family. How dare you try to marry my brother when you're just some nobody from God knows where? Wait, please. Is that really you, Samantha? You've never spoken to me like this. Of course it's me. I mean, you were so friendly to me before. It's like I'm talking to someone else entirely. Don't you get it? I was only being nice to you before because you came from a rich family. But then it turns out you're just adopted. Give me all my time and effort back. I wasted so much energy just pretending to be nice to you. So it was all a lie. What? Do you have a problem with that? You're only being nice to me because of my family? You didn't care about me at all as a person? Is that what you're saying? That's exactly what I mean. Isn't that obvious? There's no other reason why I should be nice to you. I can't believe this. Look, if my brother married you, he'd have had a chance at inheriting your family's business one day. And as his sister, I would have been living it up in luxury. Too bad you turned out to be a total fake. You're just some charity case without any real pedigree. Imagine what would have happened if you kept on hiding this from us. We'd have been tricked into taking a useless lowlife into our family. I can't believe this is how you really felt this whole time. Really, I regret the fact that I ever tried being nice. I'm never letting my brother marry someone like you. You got that? I got it. Thank you so much. Huh? Why are you thanking me? Do you understand English? Or are you naive to the point of being a total ditzy idiot? Thanks for the concern, but I'd like to think I'm not nearly as idiotic as you all. Excuse me? Again, thank you. Thank you for calling off the engagement for me. I think I've really dodged a bullet. Wait just a second. What are you talking about? We're the ones who dodged the bullet here. We almost let some urchin into the family. Well, let's just call this an amicable end to the engagement and leave it at that. Thank you for being kind to me up until now, even if it was only a facade. Goodbye now. Hey, are you there? What in the world do you think you're doing? What's this about? We just got a call from your dad. Patrick tried explaining on the phone why he broke off the engagement, but then he went completely pale. Is that so? There was so much yelling that we could hear it straight through the phone. And then Patrick just started bawling out of nowhere. Don't you think it's kind of unfair to drag your parents into this? I can't believe you. How low can you get? All this because you got offended over getting rejected. What did you even tell your dad? He sounded so furious. He literally made a grown man cry.
Wait, you must be misunderstanding. I didn't drag my parents into the engagement situation. They're not involved in that matter.
Are you trying to play innocent? He called us just now. What part of that is not involved? I bet you went crying to your daddy and blew the whole story out of proportion to get his sympathy.
I would never do that. I can understand why people would care about someone's upbringing. That's not an issue. My parents think the same way I do too. In fact, they told me I should be glad I didn't end up marrying someone with such a narrow-minded view of the world.
Then why would your dad even call us? He was just absolutely furious. That's not normal.
That's because your brother said something he shouldn't have. My father never raises his voice unless it's something really egregious.
Because of something Patrick said.
Yeah. Do you know what he told me? He said he wanted to marry my little sister because she's my parents' actual daughter. And also how he kept an eye on her for a while.
What's wrong with that? That sounds like a great idea. Patrick really thought it through.
Samantha, do you know how old my sister is?
No, why would I? She's only a few years younger than you, right?
We're actually more than 10 years apart. My sister is only 16.
What?
To be exact, she just turned 16 this month. Now imagine a 30-something-year-old guy saying he's been keeping an eye on her for a while. That's absolutely disgusting, no matter how you frame it.
Oh, well, I'm sure he didn't mean it like that.
Even worse, when I told my sister about the engagement being called off, she opened up to me about something. She told me that Patrick had been creeping on her before.
Seriously?
She said he mistook my sister's room for mine and kept coming into her room. He did it so often that my sister was getting scared of what he'd do. But she couldn't confide about it to anyone because he was technically my boyfriend.
Surely that has to be some kind of misunderstanding. He wouldn't. He'd never. He can't have been creeping on a 16-year-old girl, right?
My parents aren't going to let this slide as a simple misunderstanding. That's probably why they decided to call. You can imagine how angry they are right now.
But
they said they'd take the matter to the proper authorities. Maybe that's what they told Patrick. I'm sure that'd be enough to make him go completely pale.
Wait. What do you mean by proper authorities? You're not going to call the police, are you?
Well then, why don't you have a nice family meeting amongst yourselves to discuss how to move forward?
It's a complete misunderstanding, honestly. I didn't mean anything by it. I really just went into your sister's room by mistake.
She told me you entered her room by mistake at least 10 different times. Our house isn't even that large. I highly doubt you'd get lost that many times.
But I always left her room right away, and I never did anything weird. So please just explain to your dad that I haven't done anything wrong.
Oh, you haven't done anything wrong. What about the photos of my sister you had on your phone?
Pictures? I have no idea what you're talking about.
You even went to the trouble of creating a special folder just for her pictures. You're telling me this is still a misunderstanding? That you haven't done anything wrong? Do you think anyone is going to believe you?
What are you talking about? I've never done anything like that.
My father just got a call from your parents just now.
Why? They have no reason to talk to him.
They're going to confiscate your phone and delete all those photos you took. And they'll make sure you'll never get near my sister ever again. That's what they promised us. They really don't want the authorities involved.
What?
You're really the worst. I had no idea you were this kind of person.
How did they know? When did they see?
Learning about the existence of those photos only made my father angrier, though. It's all the more reason to make sure you're locked up behind bars. My father went ahead and contacted his lawyer.
Those stupid... I can't believe they... Why'd they have to go and do something like that?
Please don't get angry at your parents. They were only trying to protect you, I'm sure.
Yeah, and they gave up information that makes me look even worse.
I'm sure they didn't intend it that way. Just like how you didn't intend to take creepy pictures of my sister. So why didn't you forgive them?
Please, Tiffany, come on. There has to be a way to settle this more peacefully. I really didn't mean anything by what I did. I swear.
My sister is my family, even though we're not related by blood. And as your older sister, I'll never forgive anyone who hurts her.
Hi, what's up, Tiffany? So, I was wondering, how would you feel about getting back together with my brother?
Where is this coming from all of a sudden?
You know, we had a family meeting. We all talked together about the current situation
And now you want me to get back with him?
well, you know, if we're all family, there's no need to go so far, right?
I'm not understanding your line of thought.
I mean, if you and Patrick get married, your parents will give up on getting the feds involved, right? So I was thinking if you want, maybe you could get back together with him.
Do you honestly believe I'll say yes to that after all that happened?
But he's really, sincerely sorry. And my parents, they said they won't make a fuss over your upbringing anymore. Of course, I don't care about it either.
Really now?
So, you know, could you please consider it? Will you consider marrying my brother? We really don't care if you grew up in foster care or whatever. Seriously. No matter what kind of bride you are, you're welcome to join our family.
You really don't need to push yourselves.
What do you mean?
There'll always be people who are concerned about someone's upbringing. That's normal. I don't intend to preach about it one way or another. You don't need to change your opinions.
No, it's really not a big deal.
And to be honest, I don't disagree with your views. So you really don't have to worry about it.
I don't follow.
This incident made me realize something. I realized that birth and upbringing are quite important. I would never consider marrying someone from a family with such a disgusting mindset.
Now hold on.
So, the engagement is going to be dissolved just as planned. That's the end of it. Goodbye then.
Please, wait, Tiffany, listen. We really don't mind. Patrick wants to marry you too. That's what he said. He says you don't even have to return the engagement ring.
Oh, I've already mailed the ring back.
What?
Tell Patrick to check his mail. It should arrive soon. My parents immediately filed a report with the police. Patrick is, of course, busy dealing with the fallout. Rumor has it that they found a whole collection of suspicious photos and videos of younger girls on his computer. I am so relieved that I didn't end up marrying him. It's good that things ended the way it did. In a way, it's thanks to Samantha. As for her, she seems to be having a tough time as well. Now that the whole neighborhood knows about Patrick's interests, the whole family's been subjected to the local gossip mill. There's some groundless claims flying about, like rumors of Samantha introducing young girls to her brother. Either way, I think it's only a matter of time before the whole family moves out.
Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, remember to like and subscribe for more content like this.